Hey, I'm Felix.
I'm Mike.
I'm Rob.
I'm Aiden.
I'm Ben.
I'm Hank.
And I'm Mitchell, the Great and Powerful.
And welcome to Peace Out Podcast number 3. Selamat datang ke podcast Peace Out ketiga.
Guten Tag und willkommen auf dieser Podcast.
Goedemiddag allemaal en welkom to deze Peace Out Podcast.
欢迎你们在披萨播客。
Benevio e pedazo de podcast.
Hello and welcome to the Peace Out Podcast.
In this podcast, we are going to be covering the following sections. First up, we have the Mockist interview with the one and only Hank Hansen, interviewed by Michael Erdekens. Next up, we have mock reviews, led by me. We'll be reviewing Velocity by Ray Paulus, Matthew Kodani's Christmas King and the Beast, and Santa Nui by Gringat, the Repugnant. Next up, we have In Other News, which is led by Rob. He will be discussing the new Minecraft Lego line that's said to be coming out pretty soon, and Rebrick, the new Lego site thingy, where it's sort of similar to, all your other mock sharing sites. Then we have Wrapping Up with Aiden, where we're just going to be closing the HF Revamp contest and saying goodbye. So yeah, until then, we're still here.
Good day, mate.
So, let's start with how long have you been mocking?
Well, yeah, I got my first set of Duplos when I was 3. But I built Legos for a while, and most of these was crap. And then it was 2 years ago I joined mock pages and I started building a lot more again. And yeah, so pretty much all my life. There's a little bit where I didn't build that much, but yeah.
Nice. And where do you get your inspiration for mocking?
I get a lot of it from Gringat the Repugnant, which is kind of sad but kind of true. And other times when I just bored, I want to build something, or I see something in my head I need to build that. And then sometimes I'll be just in random musings with my Legos trying to put something together, and something comes out of it.
What are your thoughts on Hero Factory? Follow-up of Bionicle.
I hated Hero Factory at first. I hated it a lot. I joined all the Hero Factory hate groups and thought it was the devil, but I actually never really got any until my dad was actually in Germany and he got me one, and this isn't so bad. And now the pieces are pretty easy to incorporate. I kind of miss the story. That's why I really miss Bionicle. So yeah, Hero Factory's okay. I don't really mind it anymore.
So did you follow the entire Bionicle storyline, or are you just in it for the mocks?
I was in the whole storyline. I got all the movies. I was pretty hyped when I got the first movie, which is actually a pretty decent movie.
Yes, it was.
The second one was not.
So,
Second one was not.
What's your favorite piece to mock with?
Those little leg attachment things at the game with the I think it was, who was that? Akar, the fire guy. He had those what do you call them? Greaves. They're really cool. They used them in yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, so what about your favorite set?
Yeah. See, that would either be one of the original ones or one of the newer ones I've gotten. See, my favorite set was probably Liwa Nuva, because I'm old school. But see, my favorite other set is probably the Krahasni, because that had some really good pieces in it. And I got that a few years after it came out, so it was hard to get.
I like that one. So, are there any mockists you look up to?
Actually, I'm pretty fan of Felix. And Yuri Fazio, he actually got me really mocked.
Do you know any mockers in real life? Any friends who do the same?
Yeah, I used to, but he doesn't really build that much anymore. But, no, not really anymore. I actually have gone to a couple of the Lego events, and I met the guy who built the giant acclimator ship that's really famous on the internet when you research Lego. I've met a couple of those guys, the professional Lego builders, but I don't actually know how to be normal people who mock in real life.
So, do you think it's alright
Facebook. That's kind of one thing, because I used to hate Facebook, so I joined that. And the group chat is also really nice. And just the fact that everyone knows everybody on that. There's no, like, hierarchy that thinks they're better than everyone.
So that concludes this member interview. We hope you enjoyed it, and be sure to give feedback.
Okay, so now we're going to start our mock reviews. We're going to start off by reviewing Velocity by Ray Paulus. I know we've reviewed some of Ray's stuff before, but, well, his new mock's so good that we felt obliged to review it. Anyway, let's start off. Obviously, it's pretty damn awesome.
Yeah, I love the head.
Yeah, I guess the head's pretty cool.
Yeah, I feel maybe a tad more black. Maybe could look nice there, but it's still really nice. It's a great piece usage, actually.
Yeah, because like I have never with the Hero Factory core pieces, I don't know what to do with them ever, and that's actually a really good idea to just like slap it on this dude's face. So
yeah, definitely.
Even though it's not really recognizable as a face, it kind of works.
My favorite part by far has got to be the legs, because they look just freaking amazing.
They're quite good.
It's the way he put the knees lead up to like the upper legs is just great.
Yeah, definitely. The combination of those that shoulder armor with the ankle armor.
Did you mention I love the ankle armor?
Those do look great. I mean, someone in Peace Out did bring up the point that maybe he should replace those gears with black ones.
Oh, yeah,
but I don't know. It kind of works like that.
I like them like that.
Yeah,
it really works actually.
Yeah, I reckon
he had black arms.
When I was looking at the arms of this guy, I was looking around and I saw his hands. Like, if you guys look, he has hands and he's holding those sword things. And I thought that was really weird because it looks like a mock that like would have those sword arms, or its arms would just be swords. I didn't notice the hands at all.
I didn't notice the hands until you pointed it out either.
I say the hand pieces, the Glatorian hand pieces were kind of out of place to me. That's just my opinion.
Just grey and everything.
Opposable fingers would have worked on this one, I think.
Yeah. I especially like how the yellow is actually more towards the bottom of the mock than the rest of the colors.
Good point.
Oh yeah, you said so.
How that sort of kilt thing, those yellow pieces sort of flow down.
Right. Like, where they made clothes out of bionicle panels and so. I just think that's amazing.
Yeah,
I've done that once.
I don't have any of those panel stuff, so I'm never able to do that.
Neither.
So
yeah. Another thing he's done is because he's got those spikes sort of around the kilt as well. And then he's got more spikes on like the lower arms plus the upper arms. A lot of people don't do that on mocks. They don't put like the same sort of thing in different places.
It's just that those spikes are like really minor pieces. Like you don't see them a whole lot, so it just fits with the whole. Like all of the features are really small, but you can definitely make them out.
I do see what Ben's saying though. He's kept them consistent. You know, he's used them in purposeful places, not just spammed them all over the place.
Yeah, a lot of people don't do that these days. At least on mock pages.
Spikes are really hard to get. Most people's mock pages are like under 12.
Hey!
No, I'm not even kidding.
No, it's true, it's true.
I'm really kind of sick of mock pages.
Yeah, I'll be all. But, what do you guys think about the swords themselves?
The swords are really, really simple, but really, really good. I think they look good
how
to me.
it looks like pieces on that. Well,
they're really simple swords, but they're really good looking.
They look good,
except
like when it comes to the point.
Yeah, they're definitely katanas.
I don't like how the little bit like comes out a little bit further because that just kind of ruins it for me. Because like it looked just like katanas until the end of it, right there.
Yeah,
I think that could go.
I think that last axle that he's put on, if he shortened it by a bit so that it connected up with the end of that spike, it could look really good. It'd have more of a bladed edge look.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. I mean, that would make it look really cool.
What I would do I would replace that spike, the round spike, with one of those straighter spikes from the new Hero Factory stuff. You know those ones?
They don't have.
Yeah.
They don't have. Do they?
I don't think they come in
I
black.
don't think they have them in black, but I think they have them in yellow. So that'd be pretty cool if the swords were yellow.
No,
too.
they don't.
Yeah, they do.
They have them in
Or
yellow.
the
No,
Evo.
I don't think so.
Plenty of them in yellow.
They have them in yellow. I've seen them.
Evo was purple.
Oh yeah, those are purple. That's what I was saying.
No, Bulk has them in yellow. No, yellow, doesn't he? Bulk.
I forget.
Yeah,
I think
Kitari.
you guys have forgotten about the villains.
They were
Yeah.
Kitari.
Nitro Blast had a whole heckload of them.
They were Kitari, so
No.
this guy's yellow.
Oh,
God,
damn my
the fire.
colorblindness!
Curse you, Kitango! They were
they're
horrible.
my least favorite villains out of the entire
Yeah,
Fear Factory
Oh,
series.
they were bad.
Raw is my favorite. Still.
yeah.
They kind of deterred me from getting any more like Hero Factory. The last time I got Factory was
Jaw's like,
last.
if they went this far, they're definitely going to be worse.
Yes.
One minor peeve that I have, like I know you guys said you really like the legs. I do like them, but I feel that they get a little bit too long on the lower legs. A little bit too long and a little bit too skinny.
The length works because he looks very quick and agile, which is the point.
He does, yes, but I think it does get a
True.
little bit too thin closer to the ankles. Or the...
No, I agree with why I like them so much.
Hmm.
If you look at the
Yeah.
one leg, actually,
It looks bulkier
think
than
from-
the other one.
if you look at it's because the scroll piece at the end, it's more like flush against it.
Hmm.
Because they have the scroll armor, they have that. It just looks bulkier on one side than the other.
Oh, good point,
Because
yeah.
Picture is kind of weird, but there's a scroll piece that goes right up from the ankle.
I was
I don't know
wondering
if it's
why I
part of
couldn't
the
see
leg
that
or
on
part
your
of the
leg.
foot, but it looks really nice actually, and when it's like completely straight.
So,
Alright.
have you guys got anything else to add?
Actually, one more very minor thing. What do you think about the grey parts in his torso? Because, for example, that flexi cube or whatever,
No.
those do come in silver.
Those are well hidden.
I don't think I have a very good... I don't know about those.
I
I
just
just
noticed those.
I
Yeah,
personally
his
think it's
chest
better in grey, though.
His chest is really... It's a very strange torso sort of thing. But
It's
still,
one
it's
of
really
those
good.
like wheels,
Hmm.
but
You notice the
Actually-
steering wheel very front.
yeah, I did notice that. But behind the steering wheel, those I don't know what do you call those pieces? There's like a silver like armor edition piece. Kasi has it on front of him. Like where his heart.
The slides of foot.
Yeah, the slides of foot.
Yeah, slides of foot. It's right behind the steering wheel.
Yeah.
If you look closely.
Yeah. He's behind the wheel on this.
That's a
But
bit
No.
oh, snap.
I see what you're doing now. Merry Christmas.
Hey, another thing with his kilt, because there's like the flat piece that goes like right in between his legs.
Mhm.
Sounds a bit weird,
Yes.
whatever. And then there's the ones on the side. Is that two different pieces the way it goes up? Because I thought that was just the one, but is that two different
What
pieces?
are those pieces?
I have
I've
no
never
clue.
seen those pieces before.
Yeah, what is that?
They might
You
just
did-
be like some regular plastic. I don't know.
Yeah.
Those are normal.
Although I do like how that looks, how it just sort of flows together. Like I only just realized those were two different pieces.
Yeah.
Unless it's like a ribbon and it sort of curves up.
Yeah, it
Those are
looks
like-
like...
The three pieces of the kilt, it's a thing from a popsicle Lego stick, as he says.
Oh, those! Yeah.
What? Could you repeat that?
A pop stick called Lego stick?
Right.
That's all I heard.
Or Lego stick thing.
Basically,
Like
what
a
the set is make your own popsicles in the shape of a minifigure.
No way.
that's horrible.
That is too cool.
That's,
That's too cool.
that's cruel.
That is a real... I would have never thought that he would use something like that in a mock before. That is awesome.
It is awesome.
Great
is.
use of pieces.
Ingenious.
He did say that this mock was centered on nice piece usage. So yeah, did it there.
I think he wins the award for nice piece usage.
Definitely.
What do you guys think?
Sunglasses.
Where the kilt comes down the front of him, you see those two Thornax launcher pieces on either side? What do you think of those?
I was gonna bring that up.
What do you think of them?
I think it would definitely get in the way of the legs. If you were to like move them around a little bit, it would definitely get in the way of the legs.
Yeah.
I don't see the purpose of them, to be honest.
Yeah. Maybe it's
Apart
just
from
like
filling a bit
something
of leg space.
Notched.
Okay, so that concludes the mock review of Velocity by Ray. Our next mock that we're going to be reviewing is by Matthew Kodani. He recently made The Christmas King, I believe that was what it was called, something along the lines of that, and the Beast. We're just going to be reviewing the humanoid itself, so let's get to it.
Okay,
Someone
my first thing that I want to say is that when I first look at him, it doesn't look like it has anything to do with Christmas.
Anyway.
The color of tin.
The colour of tinsel. Good point.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Anyway, on to the mock. Let's review it, yeah?
Alright, so...
I really love those hands, though. That's just awesome.
Those are brilliant hands.
I think we all agree.
Yeah.
Very good.
The best part of the mock are the hands, gotta say.
Yeah. Yeah.
One of the best. Yeah, definitely.
Another thing I really like about this is it's the way that he used the launchers. What are they called?
Yeah, I can see
Yeah, the
that.
launchers as shoulders.
Oh,
Which
yeah,
look really nice in this.
That's pretty
That is
Yeah,
quite
the
nice.
Zaman launchers. Yeah.
Samurai, that was they called.
cool. Yeah, I wish I could see his body more because I can't. Because I'm thinking that underneath the cloak is like a Nika, but then I'm like, no, it can't be.
I doubt it
'Cause there,
would
like,
be.
tons of- so it might be. You know, you never know.
It's not wide enough to be in a Nika torso.
True.
Yeah, true.
But
True that.
what's interesting, I find, is the way he's used that homemade cape. Have you noticed
Oh,
how
yeah,
he's actually used
I'm
pins?
never able to make capes because I can't sew. I can sew like I can play the ukulele. I can't play the ukulele.
I can sew, but I cannot play the ukulele. That's strange. I used to actually make capes all the time.
Oh, that's cool.
So, the cape, yeah. It's pretty
I-
cool.
Cool.
I think I just got how it relates to Christmas.
Yeah?
How?
It's meant to be one of the three wise men, maybe.
Perhaps.
That rides
Although I never heard of one of the wise men
I
riding
actually
beast.
guy who gold, frankincense, and myrrh. This is the gold guy.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Maybe.
actually, last year, if anyone was Gringotts Christmas contest, I entered that with one of the wise men as a tele thing. I actually won that, and they're like, "Wow,
Huh.
wise men, cool."
Nice.
That's actually where I got that idea from.
So anyway,
Okay.
I really like the major chess piece, like the chess piece in the center, because
Good one.
that's actually from my favorite Bionicle ever. Can't remember his name.
Dvorak?
yeah,
Yeah, it was
I,
a bull.
You really
I quite like how
Yeah,
he's positioned it so it's over the cape itself.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You know, sort of like an emblem.
yeah, and the staff
Yeah.
is pretty cool too. It's very basic
Mm.
staff,
Oh,
but it's still pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, where did you get the black cookie mouthpiece?
I have a
think
bunch
that's
of
the
those.
name
I don't know where I got it. They were in the hockey sets.
Ah, yeah.
What do you guys think of the legs? I mean, they're very, very simple, but
The legs.
Yeah.
But I think
Like the arms are like super awesome and stuff. Like the upper arms are kind of basic, but the forearms are pretty nice.
Mm.
And then the legs are just
Yeah, the legs don't appeal to me at all. But
well, the good thing is they don't draw attention, which
No,
you know,
they don't.
we look at stuff.
Yeah.
they
I mean,
could.
to be honest, the mock is very interesting because it's got both a really simple and complex look. Like the arms are complex and awesome.
The arms
the
are
rest is
complex, but
kinda
they look
simple.
simple.
yeah.
It kind of
But my
clashes
only
in that
question-
sense in a good way.
The legs is how did he get the Ignika armor on the back of them?
I think there's a
they
pinhole.
have the long ones.
There's a pinhole in.
Oh, okay. Okay, very
Oh,
old school. Your factory.
My another con would be on the hands, the red lightsaber piece. It
Yeah.
just stands out too much. I mean, I think it'd be better if you use one of the white ones. Or
It
the
doesn't
black
stand
one.
out
or
to
a
me
flex tube.
because I'm kind of colorblind. But
Yeah, it kind of
Actually-
sticks out too much. And I think he could have sawed it down, unless of course he's all vanilla or whatever.
You could use a flex tube and cut that possibly.
Oh, yeah.
He does, but the thing about the mock is it has a lot of like red, like trans red accents in it.
oh yeah, that's a good
Which-
point.
It kind of works in a sense.
He's got the trans red heart light and the trans red. Yeah,
And the eyes.
trans red. Yeah, the eyes.
Do
I guess
you
yeah.
remember
The eyes, they glow.
already? These lightsaber pieces are fairly rare already, and they already come in red in far too many sets.
I've got way
So,
too
yeah.
many of them in
I don't
black.
have a problem with that. I don't think.
I have like an entire small Kira Factory canister just filled with red lightsaber pieces.
I have black ones.
If anyone needs any.
Can I have them?
No.
So, that concludes the mock review for Matt's Christmas King. Up next, we have Santa Nui by Gringat the Repugnant. This is one that's not from our group, but we decided we'd review it anyway, because that was what the tradition was going to be. Speaking of tradition, it actually has a lot to do with Christmas, as you can probably see. It very
Santa.
closely represents Santa.
Yeah, I think this is the best mock of Santa Claus I've ever seen.
I saw one other
Yeah.
which sucked, but
Yeah, the coat's great, yeah.
The coats are really good, and the beard. I love the use of the shark head, how he made the beard.
Yes. Oh, so that's what it is. I see.
Yeah, it's a shark's head, except turned upside down.
I tried it.
somehow.
Also,
He's
one
magic,
thing,
so.
I mean, that picture doesn't doesn't show it, sorry, but the cape, waist, I forgot what you called it, I have a mental blank right now.
Robe?
But the coat, that's it. It is removable as well.
yes.
He can
Oh,
strip.
yeah.
If you're on the mock pages page, if you scroll down, you see him with it off,
Yeah.
and it's like actually quite an impressive build. He used like old Throwbot arms or Matsuto arms, and he used them as the shoulders,
Oh, I see. Yeah.
which that's kind of his staple. He does that a lot.
Mm-hmm.
It's good when you can cover them up, but on their own they just look very bare, I'd say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he covers them up nicely.
I think the arms are simple, like really simple.
They are very
Like,
simple,
I
you're
would
right.
make something like that, and I'm just like Mr. Simple.
What do you guys think about the gold on him, though? Do you think he should be a bit more on the legs?
You guys hear me?
yeah.
Just real quick?
Actually, I think it works. It works right now. It looks totally good.
Yeah.
He does, actually.
Yeah.
He does. He's balanced it out nicely with some gold on the
dude.
stuff.
A bit more gold wouldn't hurt, though.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
True.
You guys hear me?
Although,
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay,
there is
it's
there is a tad more gold on his back, though, so I think that answers your prayers.
Yeah.
What I find interesting is, you know, where the panels are on his torso. You see those? There are teeth sort of coming off that. It sort of works to create his chest, I guess. And
yeah, he's
it,
supposed to be fat.
It like wait, but there's weird connections going across instead of a zip. I assume.
oh yeah,
Actually, he has a coat on with a chain, which is actually he uses a chain.
Badass.
as a coat
That's
on,
pretty
which does. yeah.
Santa
He
with
has
a chain.
too.
Two things that I want to raise. Is that supposed to be a hard light in his chest?
Yes.
I'm
Looks
trying
like
to
it.
I just wasn't sure if it was more gold.
It's
or
in the
not.
center picture
Also-
in between the
Mm.
thing.
That's one of those trans lime greens, neon greens. For
Right.
teas.
Yeah.
Wait, it's neon green? It's green? Looks
Yeah.
green to me.
Well, because it's got a
Oh,
red
yeah.
background.
Yeah, same.
Also, have you noticed on his hat and on his staff, there's the little green leafy piece from the Ben 10 sets?
Yeah, I saw
Oh,
that.
That's,
Is that meant to be like mistletoe?
Mistletoe.
I was thinking
Yeah,
that.
I
Yeah.
think it's holly. I think it's holly actually.
One thing which I want to bring up: what do you guys think of the limbs? Because they're very, very simple. Everything else is fine, but the limbs themselves are
The
very.
arms are way too simple for me. The arms are way too simple for me, but the legs are pretty nice. I like the way the legs are
Bottom legs actually have a lot. I don't know what. How do you even build the bottom legs? Looks like a Ben 10 piece.
Yeah.
It is a Ben.
Piece from the-
There's an axle rod thing at the back of the Ben 10 piece. Then you do something like that. I think.
Yeah, it's like that.
I feel he's
It's
kind
just-
of made the simple look really good on it, though.
Yeah,
He has.
definitely.
Although on the arms, I think they could be a little bit more beefy up the top. Because
Yeah, I
it
agree.
sort of goes from thin to the big Vaki limbs. You know?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, like maybe some of that red Ignika shoulder armor, like beefed out a little bit.
That's a good
Hmm.
idea.
Perhaps.
Or you could use the mesh limbs too. Those would work nicely.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe it's just the fact he's wearing a big coat that he's kind of thick. So it's like a big reindeer skin coat.
Reindeer skin. I think he wears reindeer skin. Like,
What about,
hey Rudolph,
sorry.
okay, I'm wearing your cousin.
what do you guys think about the bottom of his stuff with the gears?
Meh.
That's
Honestly.
actually kind of cool.
Meh.
Like, what's actually the bottom gear? I can't tell.
It's a
I
little
personally
washer.
think it looks
Uh,
slapped on. Not really well done at all. Those gears.
True. I don't particularly like it myself.
Could be worse though.
He has a Coke.
Also, do you see in the center picture, he's actually holding something in his left hand?
It's meant to be
That's a
Coke.
Coke can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I see.
I did a Christmas special on my pages, and Santanui kept offering everyone Coke, and everyone was saying no.
The sad bit is now Pepsi wants a bit of Santa doing Santa commercials with Pepsi.
On the topic of the staff,
Funny.
I think if you had a white ball joint or something, you could just stick it on the end of the staff. That'd do fine.
That would have been really nice,
Yeah.
actually.
Although they're a bit hard to come by.
I wish they had gold ball joints. That would be so cool. And it would have set it on the bottom. That would have been really nice. I think the staff is a little bit simple. Like the fire and stuff. I don't get with the fire. But it looks good.
He said. I commented on it. Said, since when did Santa have a flame sword? And turns out it's a dodge that. And I was like, that's a very harsh way to treat your reindeer, but oh well.
I really like that belt. Do you guys, I don't know if we brought that up before, but do you guys like that?
I think we did.
Yeah, that was a chain. It was.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. So, that there concludes our mock review of Gringotts Santanui.
Okay, so as you may have heard or seen before, there is an interesting thing going on between Leto and the well-known game Minecraft. I know quite a few people in this group actually play Minecraft and are a big fan of it. And so they are probably very glad to hear that Leto is going to make Minecraft sets. I'm not quite sure when they will be released. There's something buzzing.
I don't think they've announced a deadline. Well, an actual time that they're going to be released. It's sort of an idea still.
Well,
Yeah.
I read the word of Notch, and he's sitting there talking with Lego.
So yes, that's one thing. The Lego Minecraft. I personally really like it, and I'm curious to see what they will come up with.
Well,
So-
I reckon they'd have to make
Firecracker.
pretty large-scale structures if they're going to make Minecraft Lego. Because, I mean, some of the stuff I've seen on Minecraft uses so many bricks. And if they're going to actually have it like that, can you imagine the size of some of the sets they're going to release?
What about the price?
To let those items right away.
But the problem would be the price, though.
Yeah.
What I think the main problem would be, most likely, well, the problem that I would think about would be the minifigures.
Just make a figure.
I hope they don't redesign them.
Why?
Just because, I don't know, I think it's better just to keep a proper normal minifigure and then just have it look like the Minecraft guy.
You could give it a Minecraft suit, make it all blocky and everything.
Yeah.
Maybe just
one
a head.
thing they absolutely need for this is they need a little green firecracker that goes off after 4 hours of work. I'm paying a creeper joke.
Do the creep.
So what I think we'll do is not make any large, well-known structures, but more like make the basic stuff, such as tiny landscapes, little huts, or a house or whatever.
One idea I had is they could make like biome packs where they give you like a biome and then like one of the enemies.
Yeah.
They give you like a biome, they give you a bunch of set bricks from that piece. And that's it.
Yeah, then they have like skeletons and zombies and stuff. Oh, they could do another one. That'd be so awesome.
Yeah, or they could build like the naturally occurring like things that build. Like you can get those as a set. Like NPC villages would be like that stupid SpongeBob set that came out a few years back. Or like they could do something like that. It'd be pretty cool actually.
They could do stuff like Ender Dragons and just a bit of the Nether and quite a few normal worlds like caves and watery bits. But I actually think there are going to be, well, it's quite logical, a lot of normal system breaks. And, it's for mocking pretension, it's not very good, I suppose.
Yeah, I think the only place... Yeah, I think that'd be really cool if they released, like, large Titans, I guess, versions of, like... you know how they have the Ultra Build versions for the superheroes line?
Yes.
Unfortunately, yes.
Yes, they have like that for like Minecraft stuff. So you can like build a creeper using the Hero Factory brick pieces and stuff.
How? It's a
Of anything, I think with like the creeper and the ghast and the zombies and stuff, they're basically just going to be like new molds, like animals and stuff. I reckon is what they'll do. They're not going to be brick made.
Just saying.
Yeah, I'm not saying they won't. I'm just saying it would make sense if they made new molds, sort of.
Yes, the other thing we would talk about is the just newly announced rebrand thing from Lego. I suppose it's gonna be, like the general sharing size, like mock pages and all that stuff, and brick shelf, and what we all know about them. But now it will be one officially from Lego itself. Which is,
one that's not crap.
Basically,
it'll be full of little kids.
Oh damn! I'm not going there.
Good for little kids not to be lost out because they're all everywhere, little kids.
Yeah,
so they can like
one,
talk and maybe learn.
I took one look at this and I was like, Bionic Gallery, bullshit. And I just left. Excuse my language, I'm sorry.
Actually, Bionic Gallery used to be pretty good. I used to actually hang out around there, but not anymore. It's like, oh, look at my crappy rainbow-colored rock.
Rainbow Warrior.
It's good for little kids to start with. Start sharing their thing.
But a lot of things they do is they whine like, check out my stuff, please. I'm pretty sure Ben was all about this.
Seen it all over mock pages
going
too.
on, whatever you do, that will happen.
And I still love mock pages. I don't know how it works.
I mean, it's just gonna happen everywhere, whatever you made. So it's pretty hard to get past that. You could enter like an age limit or so, or requirement, but that's very non-Lego. So I don't think
that's not gonna happen.
There will be, the rainbow colored Toa molds with no armor at all. I know that will happen, but I still think it's a good idea for those people to, share their stuff, and maybe someone thinks it's nice, at least a nice comment just for.
All I hope is they have a good uploader for that site, because mock pages destroyed itself a little while ago.
Oh, yeah.
I tried to upload a mock like a year ago or something, and it wouldn't let me to. It wouldn't let me. And so
me too.
I ended up destroying them.
That was like
frustration.
Like 2 weeks of like no mock pages where like heaps be like, we're like, why my life is over.
That's 2 weeks later.
Yes.
Sorry.
That's all I want, is just have a good uploader and a good picture system.
Yeah.
Perfect.
And a good notification system. That's one thing that I really don't like about mock pages. It just stacks up with unnecessary stuff that you don't want to hear about. Like, one of your favorite builders commented on this. Like, who cares? I just want to know about people commenting my stuff.
No one comments my stuff. It's
That's when you change your settings.
Oh, really?
You can change your settings.
Well,
you can do that?
Oh, screw this.
I've been on for 2 years, I didn't know that.
Oh, dear.
Yeah, I've had it for like 2.5 years, and when I first went up there, I was like, okay, let's look at the settings. So that it doesn't always notify me like every single time something happens.
Jeez, you are smart.
Nice.
And that's why I have a 4.0 in school, and you guys don't.
Actually, I do. So,
well, shut up.
Lol, fail.
Yes, are we done?
Yeah.
Okay, so far for the news section, we will now go on with Aiden. There's also some things to tell.
Okay. Well, now we'll just be wrapping up with a number of announcements. First off, the Throne of Peace Out, the ongoing contest. The next one is between Johan and Michael, who will, their mark-off will be on the theme of Creeps from the Deep. So I imagine we'll be seeing a lot of Godunka style things going on there. Should be fun. Anyway, the other two issues. First off, the Pokemon contest, where everyone had to make a Pokemon. That one, the contest didn't really go too well, in that we got quite a few entries, but the deadline, which did not exist, that rule doesn't really work in terms of contests. So we've actually got off of that and made a deadline. Although I have. So, new deadline for the Pokemon contest will be Monday, the 16th of January. So, if possible, could everyone just put in their entries if they haven't done so already, if you want to, that is, obviously because Pokemon's awesome.
Me gusta.
Thumbs up.
No.
That would be a pretty good one. Since we have, 5 or 6 entries already or so, something like that. So, yeah. Last but probably least, not least at all, is the Hero Pack Revamp Contest, which, we haven't got that many entries, if at all.
We have about 3.
3?
Really?
Oh.
Yeah.
First, second, and third.
Okay, never mind. The current deadline, we'll put that somewhere in mid-February, I think. But depending on how many entries we get, we may have to extend that, given that school's starting soon for people. So, yeah, that's enough from me, I think.
Well, I'm Felix.
I'm Mike.
I'm Rob.
I'm Aiden.
I'm Ben.
I'm Hank.
I am Mitchell.
And we'll
Merry
see you next time on the Peace Out Podcast. Salamat Hari Natal!
Frohe Weihnachten.
Zalig kerstfeest.
Baja, gandang kwaila.
Feliz Navidad.
Merry Christmas.
And a Merry Christmas to you too.